Meat City, baby.
Hello and welcome back to Meat City Gaming. JD here with another video in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. And today I'm going for the #1 spot in my Fleet Arena. And so we can see if we go into the Fleet Arena, I'm currently at #3, which is where I placed for the day when the prizes were given out. But I've got one battle left and I'm about to get my refresh for the new battles for the next day. So I thought, what the heck, why not take a shot at the #1 position? As you can see, my fleet power is vastly inferior to the #1 spot there, but we're going to take a shot and see how it goes. So for my lineup, I'm using, this is a completely free-to-play lineup. The only money that I've spent in the game was on the Kylo Ren ship, and I don't currently use it. I may in the future, but for now, I'm going with ships that I've farmed completely from the fleet store, and the main stars, of course, are the Scimitar and Slave One, and so we're going to start the battle off and see how this goes. So as expected, the enemy team got the first number of hits off successfully there, but we're still in it. And my strategy, how I usually try to go about this, is to get Scimitar's ability, the stealth ability, to go off on someone like Boba Fett's ship, Slave One, which then lets it kind of go nuts in terms of dishing out a bunch of counterattacks, putting out a bunch of target locks, and then we can get a big hit or two either with Five's missile or with Boba Fett's swarm missiles to try and take out a lot of ships that may be stronger than my lineup. So the big enemies to that strategy are people that can strip away my counterattack. So right now that's Ahsoka. Kylo Ren's ship can also do it. So we're going to focus on Ahsoka and see if we can get her down. So we do a big hit, put on a target lock, but of course lots of HP on that enemy. So we'll go with a normal attack on a target lock ship with my Ahsoka, which should give 2 of my allies evasion up. And that leads right into my Akbar attack, so now I can do the fleet attack, and both of my evasion up allies should attack Ahsoka. And hey, maybe we'll get lucky and take it out here, but that would take some pretty big crits. And a nice chunk of damage, but not quite enough. And so now I really want to get Ahsoka's ship down, so I can use the swarm missiles here. It will hit her, but I don't think it's going to be enough with, and now that Biggs' taunt is up, we might not be able to get through, but let's take a shot. Oh, we got lucky there. Okay, so now this is where things start to come together usually. I can do the assist attack, and I'll use it on Slave One because I have an Akbar lead. Anytime one of my ships assists or counters, basically attacks outside their turn, they get some shield or some protection recovery. So that's kind of what sustains this whole lineup. So Slave One is going to be my pseudo taunter. So we'll attack, and now you can see we've got lots of protection. And now we get the Scimitar's ability off. And now we're ready to roll. And now the icing on the cake, because there's a target lock on Biggs, I can use my normal attack, my basic, from 5s, and it should take away the taunt, which means all the counterattacks will go to the ship that attacked them instead of going to Biggs. And that worked. Unfortunately, target lock gets reapplied almost immediately, so we're going to be doing a lot of attacking. Oh, actually, we can get around it because we have Ahsoka's debuff ability, so we'll do that. And now we should be able to counterattack again. So I could take the target lock off. I think instead what I'm going to do is get my Counselor's health back up, because Boba Fett has a special ability, the Mine, the Seismic Charge, that goes directly to health damage. And I think that would be enough to take out my Jedi Counselor. So I'm going to try and keep him in the fight, give everybody else advantage, so we get some crits in here, and we'll see if we can start eliminating some of these targets. So we're going to keep working on Biggs because he can regen a lot of health every time there's a target lock, so we'll see if we can eliminate him here quickly. And one more should do it. There we go. So Slave One has advantage and counterattack, retribution, so we're going to avoid attack attacking there. I'm having some trouble clicking. Oh, everyone else has stealth. Okay, so we are going to be forced to attack here. And do I want to do that right now? I could use Ahsoka's ability to give her some protection back and avoid the return critical hit. So we'll do that, because I don't want to lose her just yet. It might be a waste to give up the advantage like that, but I think that Boba Fett ship's pretty strong, and I don't want to lose Ahsoka just yet if I can help it. So now we'll do a basic attack, which will call an assist. And Ahsoka's got even more health now. That went well. And we'll continue to avoid Slave 1. And we're going to go with a little more defense for the Scimitar. If it can get another stealth attack off, well, it's not looking like that's likely. But its damage is really good, so any extra hits or two that it can get in will be welcome. Alright, we lost the Scimitar, but we've almost got theirs down. There we go. We're going to have to move pretty quickly here as we get close to the end of the battle. I'm going to call in my Geonosian Soldier for a double attack with a crit. We'll go for Slave 1 now. That's the priority target. I'm sure we're going to get some target lock here. It's unfortunate. I should have gone for a bigger attack from that ship while I had the chance. Let's put the protection away. I really need a reinforcement here. And we still have to wait one more turn. So we'll go for the single attack. Hopefully it's enough for the assist. It is. Good, we got a double assist there, so that's great. Alright, we're going to try and take out the TIE Fighter. It's low health, but it's hard to hit. Good hit with the target lock. One more. Oh, not quite enough. That's bad. And we're not going to call in our last reinforcement. So, a much stronger team there. We weren't quite able to overcome the odds. But it was a good shot. I think one or two breaks that went my way, and it certainly would have been possible. So hopefully that showed you what the Fleet Arena PvP is like. This is, of course, a younger shard. There are certainly a lot of YouTubers out there that are playing on much older shards where you need to have 7-star ships and max levels and all that. But this is a little bit of a taste for some of you that are newer to the game. I really focus on making sure that I've got fleet credits for every time that one of the special ships shows up in that top middle box. That's where Slave 1 and the Scimitar and now Vader's advanced TIE Fighter can show up. And so I always want to have currency in reserve in case one of them shows up there. Because as you can see, Slave 1 and Scimitar are really, really powerful ships. And you can pair them with some other guys to get you through there. Biggs is kind of the meta, getting target lock and keeping his protection up. But my characters aren't quite advanced far enough yet for that to be a viable strategy. I think once I get Vader's ship, I might be able to switch to that. But for now, I've been using this, and as you can see, it's working pretty well. Good enough to secure a top 3 finish for the day, and just about enough to get into the #1 spot, but not quite there yet. So hopefully you found that useful. If you did, please feel free to like and subscribe to Meat City Gaming for your future content. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time.